Sorry if you can't see my face. Ladies and gentlemen, teachers and honorable guests, and of course, students, thank you all for being here. I'd like to start us off today by first saying, hello, I'm Allie, and I'm also your valedictorian. Now, when I first got news about me being the choice of valedictorian among our graduates, I was like, yes! When Mrs. McDonald, who was congratulating me at that time, snuck in at the end there, oh yeah, you can't tell anyone until the actual day of graduation. Are you kidding me? Do you know how hard it is to talk to your friends and know that you can't say anything? This is big news. Especially being a girl, as teachers, you know firsthand that all we do is talk. And now all of a sudden we can't? Do you know how many times I just about blurted it out? Oh man, I have so much homework this weekend. We have that essay and the interview and the drama presentations are on Monday, and I almost forgot about my speed. And then I walk away quickly. I will now be presenting a speech to you, so this will be the time to get your video camera out, Mom, because this one's going on YouTube. Now before I get too far into my speech, I was asked to point out the emergency exits on the left and the right of the building. And in case my speech does crash, your seats do double as a flotation device. I'd like to first and foremost thank the staff of Metcalf Public School for giving me the honor of representing the greatest rated graduating class of the decade, the class of 2012. I'd like to also take this time to thank our parents and guardians. One, for showing up today. Thanks for that. We appreciate it. And also for dealing with us over the years. We know we put you through HE double hockey sticks and back, giving you our teenage attitudes one too many times, and angered you to the point that you stopped driving, pull the car over, and yell, I will turn this car around. It's all happened to us at least once. Yes, it's true, we've been a handful, but you haven't given up on us yet. No matter how much you threaten to kick us out of the house, we don't pick up our grades, you haven't yet taken action. And so, we really know it's because you care. We want you to know that deep down, we care about you too. So thank you, parents. We really do love you. Most of the time. It seems like just yesterday, I walked into the school for my very first time in 5th grade. Even smaller than I am now, if you can imagine. With my huge bag on my back, packed with so much stuff that if I lean back too far, I'd literally fall over. Part of the problem was because I weighed about as much as my bag. But anyways, I was terrified of walking into a new school where almost everyone has known everyone since kindergarten, and some even before that. That's the great part about being in a small rural school like ours. For the most part, everyone accepts everyone. We moved forward together and picked up stragglers along the way. Speaking about picking up stragglers, a lot of you may not know this, but I remember that was the very same year that our current principal, the beautiful Miss Nutt, also was a newbie to our school. She was the school's new vice principal, and like every first day of school, we all got called down to the gym to listen to the school rules presented by the principal and the vice principal. It just so happened that Miss Nutt had the honor of informing us that we are a nut-free school. Ha, funny! I think I was the only one, other than Mr. Allward, who actually laughed. How many times have you heard that one, Miss Nutt? One too many? This year has been pretty crazy. With all the sports teams, football, volleyball, cross-country, badminton, basketball, and of course track. I have to say, just because we didn't win, any of them, at all. Well, we know one thing is for sure. Every girls' team had the best cheer the school has seen. Not all of you have heard this cheer, and to my girls who have, my Mustangs, let's saddle up. The school has also hosted quite a few events this year. There were dances and skating and the goodbye assembly for Mr. Ronson, one of our more memorable assemblies. I think you all remember very well what Attila Varga looked like stuffed with pillows, and what he also looked like when he fell over falling on the stage when Miss Nutt pushed him over. Not to mention the amazing Annie play the school put on this year, as well as the talent show. Ah yes, the talent show. When the teachers decided it'd be cool to choreograph a dance to the song The Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO. That was something, all right. But I don't ever want to see anything moving like that ever again. Let's not forget about the stock market challenge. Learning about the stock market in an actual fun and entertaining way. Losing all of our money, not so fun. But what was fun this year was the ski trip. Oh, all the stories of the ski trip. All of you know my good friend Sierra Forster. Well, she likes to push people out of the way when getting on the ski lift, and then laugh as the lift operator picks them up like nothing and pops them on the chair as they're about to go up. But it's okay, when we got to the top, she ran into a tree. Okay, more like slowly slid and accepted defeat as she approached the tree. But nonetheless, she hit it, and it was my turn to laugh. But I have to say, one of the highlights of the year happened just last week on our Montreal trip. First of all, hottest day of my life. Second of all, we pretty much spent all day outside, and I've never seen you guys sweat so much. It's really gross. But the highlights of the trip would have to be amazing ourselves by staying so quiet in that cathedral. It has to be some sort of record for us all. Losing like 10 pounds when we climbed that dang hill to see that huge cross at the top that reminded me very much of an oversized Christmas decoration. Going into the art gallery and more so mocking the art than appreciating it like the teachers wanted us to. Being on the subway for the first time for many of us, it's not as fun as it seems. And the amazing lunch buffet that we had in Chinatown that included a dessert table with jello and pudding, and watching the guys as they tried to eat that with their chopsticks. And I know that all of the ladies enjoyed watching the Cirque du Soleil performance. They looked nice. Now I think it's about time that I start directing this speech towards these lovely people in front of me. Alright, this section. Yes, I'm talking to you, my fellow classmates. I searched my soul in the internet to figure out what I could say to you. And so, here goes. For some of us, it's been really tough to get here. And for others, well, let's just say we had a countdown in our agendas this day. Enough said. Entering high school is going to be tough. No one's denying that. When we enter our new high schools, we're going from the top of the food chain all the way back to the bottom again. A lot of you are scared and definitely nervous to leave Manhattan and enter this new chapter in our lives. Yeah, you may have really misgraded, and don't kid me, it's been an awesome year. But what I've learned from a wise man by the name of Dr. Seuss, who seems to be popular today. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. I hope that in the coming year, you make mistakes. Because if you're making mistakes, then you're making new things. Trying new things, living, learning, pushing yourself, changing yourself, and changing your world. You're doing things you've never done before. And more importantly, you're doing something. Look around. You're sitting among the world's next doctors, lawyers, dentists, and Walmart executives. But more importantly, we're all here today because you made it to high school. We all made it. We are the brave, the bold, and the beautiful class of 2012. As a prominent and famous hip-hop musician once said, "We the best." There's not much more I can say, but good luck, even though I know that none of you will need